Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of Read With Me. I am your host, Kelly Michelle. If you're new to this channel, we are focused on reading together separately. So I choose a book. For the month of February, I have chosen this book, The Perfect Marriage by Jeneva Rose, and we are reading it together. And the goal is to finish one book per month, 12 books per year. So we are almost finished with the book for February. We only have a handful of chapters left. So just as a disclaimer, this video will have spoilers. I am sharing what has happened within the book during this conversation. And so if you are not caught up with where we are in reading, and today we're going over chapters 55 through 60, I really suggest that you take some time to read if you do not want to know what is going to happen. So just as a recap, we ended last segment with Adam has escaped from the police station. And so we pick up with actually Sarah is on a quest to figure out what is going on with this third set of DNA that is unknown, because the police have not provided any information as far as this unknown DNA. They've been able to eliminate people, but there hasn't been a match. So Sarah has decided to figure it out on her own. She has some unconventional methods, and that's how we start chapter 55. As we continue on in this section of chapters, we see that Adam is on the run. He has, stolen some clothes from a truck stop, and he has made his way to Rebecca's house. And of course, going to Rebecca's house, it is chaotic. She ends up calling the police, and he is arrested. So Adam is detained once again and is back at the police station. Also within these chapters, we find out that both Anne and Bob have been cleared from their interrogation. There's no reason that they are suspected as being involved in Kelly's murder, so they are cleared. And as we wrap up chapter 60, Adam trial begins. So the chapter opens with Sarah making her opening statements, the courtroom scene where Adam is waiting to see what is going to happen. And so the chapter closes with us waiting, like I just said, to see what is going to be Adam's fate. Is he going to be convicted, or he is not going to be convicted of this murder? So one thing within these chapters, and specifically about the trial, the author has chosen not to go into detail, about the trial. We hear Sarah's opening remarks, but we don't see, there isn't a lot within the book about the trial itself. And I wonder why the author, chose to do that, to make it very brief. And looking forward to the next chapter, I see that it says 11 years later. So we don't know, what goes on in chapter 60, but when we get to the next chapters, we see that it just says 11 years later, and it's a fast forward. So my guess, and I want to hear from you in the comments, why you think the author made the decision to not put a lot of emphasis on the trial itself. My guess is that so much had already been shared, the background within the story itself in the book that it wasn't really necessary to go into depth about the trial itself. And I think also too, maybe because the length of the book, I mean, the book is pretty long. It's already 340 pages total. So maybe just to not continue to add more pages, that's why the author decided to not really put much emphasis on the trial itself. I'm not really sure, but I would love to hear your comments as far as what you think, why you think that the author chose to really keep just one chapter, very brief, about the trial itself. So as I mentioned, we are almost finished with this book. We have 3 more chapters to go. Next video, I will be going through chapters 61 through 64. This, I'm sure, dramatic conclusion to this story. I really appreciate you all going on this journey with me as we're reading together separately. And as I wrap up, I want to encourage you to spend some time to read today, and also to please go out and pick up the book that we will be reading for March, which I've already announced the book. It is The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, and it's available wherever books are sold. If you are enjoying this, which I hope that you are, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe. I have around 250 subscribers, and I would love to get to the 300 subscriber mark. So please feel free to subscribe to help me get there. As I conclude, thank you so much for joining me today. And until next time, happy reading.